Hi, my name is Grace Green, and I am a freshman here at Clemson. I'm originally from McDonough, Georgia, and this is my new student dialogue vlog. I went to Paying for Equality, female or remale, and I must say that I was incredibly disappointed in the experience. I had gone in with, I had envisaged a great intellectual discussion, something that explore the role of gender roles, not only in America, but in the community we live in, particularly a southern college. I'm from Atlanta, so I feel like it's a little more progressive there than it is here in rural South Carolina. And I thought it would be interesting to see what my classmates thought about gender roles. And I was disappointed. I do not feel like my group reached true dialogue because I'm not quite sure what true dialogue is. With the 20 minutes we spent exploring the difference between dialogue, discussion, and debate, pretty much proved to me that I would rather have a discussion than a dialogue, because I did not want to have an emotional discussion where we shared our deepest, darkest secrets with our peers, which may be what a true dialogue is, but was definitely not achieved in our group because most people were reticent to share and just pretty much indifferent. So I feel like true dialogue was not achieved, but that potentially an intellectual discussion could have been achieved. A very good one at that, because we're at Clemson. I mean, we have some pretty smart students here. But instead, the entire activity I thought was pretty fatuous. The group dynamic, most people didn't talk. Some of them were armorial. They just pretty much sat there the whole time. Didn't even see a facial expression on their face. How did I participate? Well, at first I went in having great expectations, and those expectations were not fulfilled. Some of the people's points were a little puerile. We spent probably an hour exploring our parents and how they relate to each other, and pretty much established whether our mother was domineering or domineered, which, as much as interesting as that is, I feel like I did not gain anything from learning from every person in the room the relationship between their mother and their father. I wanted something more intellectual and a little deeper, and was not given that. Were there more reserved voices in our dialogue? Yes, some people didn't contribute at all. I would consider that a pretty reserved voice. Others, I mean, it's a pretty loaded topic. I mean, here at Clemson, and I feel like at every university, there's some females who come here simply to find a husband. And so a topic about women in the workforce and how men and women are supposed to relate in the workforce could be a little awkward for those people. So I feel like there may have been one or two people like that who were a little more reserved in the dialogue. There may have been some guys in there who don't believe that women should be in the workforce, and it's generally not considered to be socially acceptable anymore for men to believe that women shouldn't be in the workforce, so they may have been a little more reserved. What role did I play? I feel like I contributed a moderate amount. I felt like, I would counter some people's apocryphal statements because I didn't believe they were true. I expected some moment of friction where I'd be like, yes, that's exactly what I wanted from this discussion, and there was none. So after a while I kind of gave up on contributing because I feel like we're making no intellectual progress or emotional progress for that matter, if that's what the purpose of this dialogue was. Why did I think this dialogue is part of C1000? Because you want to be able to have a quantitative way to measure how emotionally mature or morally mature Clemson students are. And I feel like these dialogues, though they be evidence, most people are actually lying in them. So I'm not sure how accurate these videos are representing how these dialogue experiences actually influenced Clemson students. I don't think dialogue is completely useless. I just think it should be in smaller groups. I think having such a large group size deterred a lot of people. I mean, maybe it made people feel a little more anonymous, so maybe they were willing to share more because of that. But I think also if it had been a little more intellectually based, it might have been better. I have nothing else to say about this topic. I went into the experience I was actually excited. I wanted to have a nice intellectual discussion, and I was not given that. So I suggest you make some improvements. Thank you.